Is it a B or a D? Let's learn how to tell the difference.
I came across some interesting activities that can help students to distinguish between a B and a D. So if you know a parent or a child who has need for this information, then you can share this video with them. Okay, so here's the first one. All right, so we have a letter here. Okay, this is letter B. All right, so in order to imagine this be letter B, then we can add a head, arms, legs, and then we can say that the B has a belly. So when you look at letter B and you can imagine the head and arms and legs, right? The B has a belly. Notice the word belly also begins with the letter B. So the B has a belly. Let me do it again. Okay? So if you're not sure what letter this is, just imagine this letter with arms and legs, okay? And then there's this big belly in front of the in front, right? So the B has a belly, okay? Another activity, this is another thing. For those students who are familiar with the game bat and ball, right? So again, the word bat and ball, they also begin with the letter B. So the bat comes before the ball. That means we think about the stick part of the letter B first and then the circular part. So the bat comes before the ball, okay? That's another activity. Here's another thing that we can think about with letter B, okay? So if we have the letter B, all right, known as lowercase b, then can we turn this into capital B or uppercase B? Okay, so if we are able to add a top section and it turns into capital B, then we know that what we had before was the letter B. So let's do that again. So we have this letter here. Remember, the student might not be sure what the letter is, but if they can imagine adding a top section and it turns into capital B, uppercase B, then the letter they saw was little b. Okay, that's the letter B. So 3 activities here. 1, the B has a belly. The bat goes before the ball. And if we can turn little b into big B or lowercase b into uppercase B, then these activities can help them to remember this is letter B. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at how we can identify letter D. Remember in our first example, we said that the B has a belly. Now the D, okay, how to distinguish letter D from letter B, the D, we're going to put on the same arms and legs on our person, right? And now we can say that the D has a diaper. And notice the word diaper, it also begins with the letter D. So the D has a diaper. Let me do it again, okay? So just imagine this letter with arms and legs, okay? And then we can see that the D has a diaper. So the B has a belly and the D has a diaper. Another thing that we can use to help us to remember letter D is that when we are saying the alphabet, right? A, then B, then C, then D, okay? We say A, B, C, D. Okay, so to remember what the D looks like, then we can remember that C comes before D. So when we see letter D, right, C comes before D. So we basically have to make a C first before we can make the letter D. Okay, let me do that again. So the C comes before the D. All right, so remember when we're doing our alphabet, A, B, C, D. So to remember what letter D should look like, just imagine that when you're drawing letter D, the C comes before the D. Okay?